Welcome to Thank God It's Monday. I'm your host, Eric Twiggs. Joining me is Ted Fells, and we are the Digital Dudes. And today, I want to talk to you about the fastest way to change your life. And there was this fascinating study I just came across. It's called Change or Die. And in this study, they studied two groups of heart patients. So you have group number one, these are heart patients, and they had heart transplant surgery. And after the surgery, the patients were told, you need to take this pill every day for the rest of your life. You have to take this pill. If you don't make the change, you will die. You have to take this pill. They were told that, right? So a year later, they followed back up with these heart patients. And 70% of them, and this was a study of 37,000 plus, right? 70% of them had stopped taking the pill, even though they were told you have to make this change, you're going to die. So that was group number one. So group number two, they were told, look, you have these heart problems, but we're not going to give you the quick fix heart surgery. Instead, we want you to change your lifestyle, right? We want you to quit smoking. We want you to meditate. We want you to exercise. We want you to do yoga. They did group two different. They put group two in patient teams, right? So they checked in with each other twice a week, kept each other accountable. They had like a head instructor who was a doctor. They took yoga classes and exercise classes. So the program ended. They checked back with the people in group two 1 year later, and 77% of group two still maintained the same lifestyle. Now, I found that interesting because it's much harder to change your lifestyle than just take a pill, right? You would think group one will still be taking the pill, but it has everything to do with our theme for today. We're talking about the fastest way to change your life. Here it is. You have to change your environment. That's it. The fastest way to change your life is to change your environment. You have to do like the folks did in group two. You have to find a group where your desired behavior is their normal behavior. It's that simple. So it's a Monday. You may look and say, you know what? I'm not happy with what I'm doing. I feel like I should, I want to be a professional speaker. That's really what I want to do. Find a group of professional speakers. Oh, you know what? I really don't like what I'm doing. I feel like I want to have my own IT company. Is there a group of IT business owners? Or is there a group of Ted Fells that you can associate with? Hey, I want to start a podcast. Is there a group of podcasters? That is the fastest way to change your life. It's been proven time and time again. I've seen it firsthand, experienced it firsthand. I found that belief is transferable. Their belief in you, they're moving in the same direction, can help you to get to where you need to go. And if you do that, if you find an environment who have the habits that you aspire to and are moving in the same direction, you'll be positioned to shout. Thank God it's Monday. Ted, what are your thoughts?
I definitely understand what you're saying. I guess your surroundings do help. I mean, I think of it in areas just like in fitness. I'm in a workout class, and and it's tough to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't do it this morning, but in most mornings I do 4 o'clock in the yeah, yeah 4 o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up and driving to the location. But then once you get in there and you're in there with a group of folks that are all kind of on the same page about, fitness, I mean, it does, become a lifestyle change, right? And even like today, you know, uh, I ignored a text from my accountability person, and it was kind of saying that, hey, rise and grind. Yeah, I rose and then went back to sleep. Went back to sleep today, but oftentimes when I see that is the thing that will get me to go, and then also it's the thing that when I don't go, I feel like after you feel like you let the team down. So I just think sometimes being around people kind of that have a common type of a focus, is very helpful, and it will help you to, continue to do what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And so again, whether that's, business owners or other podcasters, or, or fitness circles, I mean, I think it can help you to achieve your, whatever that goal is.
For sure. And as I was preparing this, I even thought back to when I first started out in speaking, right? I remember like right away, I got this speaking engagement that new speakers don't normally get, right? It was like in front of 100 government employees. And it was so much so like my coach was even like, man, how'd you get that? You know? He's like, man, do they have any other openings? But I look back on that, and some of the most successful engagements I had was in times when I was in a group. I was in a group of Toastmasters at the time, and they were several people who were aspiring professional speakers. And I had a coach who was a successful professional speaker. And again, I think it's that belief transfer that happens when you're in the right group. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're listening and you're like, well, how can you say thank God it's Monday? If you're feeling stuck, what group can you join? Ask yourself, what group can you join that has the results that you aspire to, that has the habits that you aspire to? That'll get you unstuck. That'll get you shouting, thank God it's Monday. So that's our time for this week. I want to thank God it's Monday. And until next time, have a great one.